Yo guys, it's Captain Thorpe and I am back with the World Cup KO show number 3. And today I would like to say action filled. It's not been action filled, but the last game of the day was an absolute cracker. However, before that was Group C, and unfortunately that was pretty boring. I predicted that Australia would upset Denmark and go through by beating Peru 2-0, and France would win against Denmark 2-1, which was of course keep France through. But that's not what actually happened. There was a ball draw between Denmark and France. It ended 0-0 and stalemate. Denmark just sat and camped. They knew that a point would be enough. And France didn't offer much going forward either. They just let them sit there and camp. They didn't really go and bring the game to them at all. And neither team could really be bothered to go and try and score a goal. They set up for a 0-0. They knew a 0-0 was going to be enough, so they just left it at that. And that's not the right attitude to have. I don't think France are going to do that well this tournament. They might make the quarters, but I don't think they're going to do that well. Because they really, out of all 3 performances, yes, they might have topped the group, but they have not played well really in any of them, to be honest. In the other game I said Australia would win 2-0. They actually lost 2-0, but to be fair, since the other game was 0-0, Australia would have been out anyway, even if they'd won that game, so it wasn't that important. Peru did win though, and they got the first points on the board despite being out anyway. We've seen it with Morocco, we've now seen it with Peru. If you're already out of the World Cup, it doesn't mean that you're just not going to put a performance in. These teams still want to play, and that's a good sign. However, of course, obviously they're still out, and France do go through with Denmark in second. Group D, however, now this was the more interesting one. I said that Croatia would beat Iceland 2-0, and they did. It was 2-1 in the end. Iceland got a penalty, which Sigurdsson actually put away this time. So Ballsman to put it top corner again, since he skied the last one he took. But yeah, Croatia did win, which basically meant it was a straight shootout between Nigeria and Argentina. And in my prediction yesterday, I said that Nigeria would score a really late equalising goal to equalise and finish 2-all. Oh, it nearly happened. I thought it was going to happen, to be honest. It was 1-all throughout most, and Nigeria had a penalty claim, but it was rejected by VAR, and I agree with that. It shouldn't have been a penalty anyway. They'd already had a penalty early in the game, as it was, which wasn't the most convincing, I want to say, by Victor Moses. I know he put it in, but it wasn't a large run-up. It was a pretty slow shot. It wasn't really in the bottom corner, but anyway, it went in, that's the point. But they shouldn't have had the second penalty, and they didn't get it. But obviously, Igalo should have put it away anyway, so that was really his fault. But it was still 1-1. Argentina whips across into the box. Higuain had already skied one earlier on, but instead it fell to Marcus Rojo, and he dispatched it efficiently into the bottom corner. On the volley, a striker's finish to win the game for Argentina. Maradona absolutely loving it, giving the other fans the middle fingers. Why not? He'll probably get some backlash for that. but yeah, it was probably worth it for him though. Argentina just about managed to scrape through into the knockout stages, and if they're going to do big things this tournament, they'll probably have to really step up their game. They've got lucky there, but it is a shame for Nigeria. Nigeria, of course, now are out. If they'd held on to the point of 1-0, they would have gone through, but they just couldn't quite do it. And of course, it was just a 2-1 for Argentina, which put them through. It is a shame for Nigeria. I did want Nigeria to go through, but I love the drama. Late drama. Argentinians absolutely loving it, and fair play to them. Great game of football, certainly in the second half. Messi scored a great goal in the first half. Yeah, it was a good one to watch, and certainly the best game of the day, because especially the Group C games were pretty poor. But hopefully tomorrow will be a better day of football. Will there be as much late drama? I don't know yet, but in terms of my predictions, we'll start with Group E, and the 2 matches we've got are Switzerland versus Costa Rica and Serbia versus Brazil. Now, Switzerland need a draw. If they get a draw, they will go through, because if they draw and Serbia and Brazil also draw, then they would be ahead of Serbia on goal difference, and Brazil would also go through. If Brazil won that game, then Switzerland will still go through in second place, and with Brazil first. But if Serbia won the other game, then Serbia will be first, but Switzerland will still be second. So if they get a draw, whatever happens, they will be second in the group. And I think that they will get a draw, as a matter of fact. I'm going to go for a 0-0. Costa Rica still haven't scored a goal, and they're out of the tournament. They don't really offer much going forward, but Keylor Navas is a pretty good keeper, and Switzerland, although they do provide a bit of attacking threat, especially with long shots from the likes of Shaqiri and Xhaka, I can't see them putting that much pressure on themselves to score a heap of goals. I don't think they're going to absolutely sack them. It could be a similar game to the France and Denmark game, with Switzerland knowing that a point will be enough. However, the other game is the more interesting one, the one that I would recommend to watch out of these two, and that's between Serbia and Brazil. The winner goes through, basically. If it's a draw, Brazil will go through, but the winner goes through. Is there a way for both teams to go through? And yes, I think if there's a draw and Switzerland get demolished by Costa Rica, both teams could go through, but I highly doubt it's going to happen. I think Switzerland will get at least a point in that game, which basically means that one of these two teams is going to go through. And I think it's going to have to be Brazil. I'm going to go for a Brazil thrashing, a 3-0. Not because I think Serbia are a bad team. I think Serbia are a pretty good team. But I can see Brazil just grabbing a goal in the first half, and Serbia having to come out, and then Brazil starting to open the floodgates, and with some great attacking play, maybe some nice football. It should be worth watching, actually, because I think we'll see some really good football from Brazil. They'll score at least another couple of goals and win 3-0. And it's about time they put in a performance, to be honest. I can see them putting in a really good performance tomorrow. So we should see some quality Brazilian action, and I think that they will win 3-0, put themselves through in first place in the group. Along with that, Switzerland draw. If Switzerland were to win that game though, and Brazil also to win, then it would go down to goal difference, I believe, because both teams will be on 7 points. But if Brazil do smash Serbia, as I'm saying, then Brazil will be topping the group anyway. In terms of the other group, Group F, we've got two fixtures. We've got Mexico versus Sweden and South Korea versus Germany. Now there is a way for any two of Mexico, Sweden and Germany to go through. But I'm going to say that Mexico are going to beat Sweden, which means Sweden have to win this one to have any chance of going through. They have to win, but I don't think they will be able to. I think Mexico will pull out the bag, win it 2-1. They've provided some good attacking threat going forward and some solid defensive work, and they will top the group with 9 points. Germany, on the other hand, I think they will also win. They'll beat a South Korea side who are already out. Son was crying at the end of the last game. Son's absolutely distraught. I don't think he'll be putting in a great performance this time round, as are the rest of the team. They're probably not that good either, so I think that Germany should win that one pretty comfortably, and we will see some of the best German action. A 4-0, so similar to Brazil. I think we'll see the best of Germany tomorrow, and it should be a 4-0 thumping by Germany in that match, and that would mean that Mexico would go through as top, and Germany would go through in second place and would face Brazil in the round of 16, which would be a very interesting one. If Sweden were to beat Mexico and Germany was still to beat South Korea, all three of those teams would be on 6 points, which means that it would go down to goal difference. But I don't think that's going to happen, because I think Mexico will get at least a point. All they need is a point to start the group, and I think they will get at least that against Sweden tomorrow. So what do you guys think of my predictions? I hope you enjoyed the Group D match tonight between Nigeria and Argentina. I thought it was a great game of football, but apart from that, the rest of the action from today was a bit poor. Hopefully we'll get some more action tomorrow. We'll see Brazil and Germany at their best. Maybe that's not even a good thing as an England fan. You don't want to see them play that well, but I just can't help but think that we're going to get two massive performances from those two sides that will put them into the round of 16. Let me know down below in the comments what your predictions are. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, and subscribe for more content, including the 3 Lions Road to Russia. The 4th episode should be dropping tomorrow, so get excited about that one. And yeah, it's a pretty good episode, so I would watch it. I would recommend it. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later, and adios.